Hello everyone and welcome back to more Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped for the PlayStation. And in this episode, we're going to be going further by starting off level 5 and taking on the boss. So Crash, let's... Seriously, Coco again? I see. So basically, the gameplay mechanic here is a little bit different than all the ones that we've been through. It plays sort of similar to Wave Race 64, I guess, with some really nice water physics actually. But well, this game was made in 1998 and by that time, graphics did improve a lot. Especially when you look at Rayman 2 for the N64, considering that was released in 1999, but still. So basically you play as Coco and you're on this water ski, and you gotta make it to the end and all that. Yeah, pretty simple. The thing that I like the most, though, about these gameplay mechanics is that they still stick, you know, to what the series is. Crash Bandicoot is all about just going through levels and breaking boxes, acquiring crystals and gems. You know, it's still the same here, except you're just on a vehicle and stuff. I'm still breaking boxes. I've still got like 37 of them, so there's a decent amount of number of boxes to break. And you know, it's just I like some of these gameplay mechanics. There's ones later as well that really are pretty good. Like the, well, for those of you who haven't really played this game, I don't really want to spoil anything. But, you know, I'll button it for now, I guess. Whoops! Whoops. Kind of lost my train of thought there and it made me crash. Ah! That's a good one. That was terrible. For some reason I missed that though. I guess I should tell you one thing about this. If you go up the ramps and you pull the analog stick in certain directions, Coco will be able to do tricks. If you go upwards, she'll do a nosedive and go underwater, which is key to getting like some apples and lives underneath the water. Or you can just go straight forward and she just does it normally. If you pull it back, she does a backflip to allow for higher boxes that are unreachable and everything. And the good thing about it as well is when you get launched, like through the air, you can still control where you're going and stuff, so it's not like, you know, the moment you move forward, that's it, you got no control at all. You can steer while you're in the air, so that helps a lot. Plus this also has some really nice music as well. But there's the gem. Okay, cool. So that went pretty well actually. There was one death and that was about it. A couple of misses, but I guess I can't really do things in a perfect run, I guess. I just suck. But with all that, every time you defeat, well, every time you get through 5 levels in a world, you then unlock the boss. And of course this one is Tiny Tiger. Same from Crash 2.
Crash! Coco! Store the pretty crystals! Tiny, take them back! In Gladiator Arena!
Gladiators? Cool. Yep, this is definitely gladiators. Especially when stuff like that happens. Albeit with a sprightly crowd who are the exact same people. Oh well. But yeah, this is the boss, Tiny the Tiger. Basically, it's like gladiators where he'll try to kill you and that, and send out lions to kill you and stuff. But little do you know that you can actually spin at them just to make it easier for yourself. So you don't have to avoid them or bounce on them and stuff. If you're finding this hard, all I can suggest is just moving left and right. And then just hitting them with your spin. Seems to always work for me. Of course, every time you spin, there's some sort of delay as well, so you gotta mind where you spin. So don't like just keep continuously spinning while standing still, because that won't work. Otherwise the lines will just get you because of the delay of the spin. But if you just keep that up, you should be good. Oh god, is he alright? He's not breathing at all. Crash must have whacked him so hard that he just died. Ah, poor Tiny. But with that, we unlock the supercharged body slam. For a more powerful belly flop, press X button to jump, and then press circle button at the top of the jump. Press triangle button to continue. Here's basically an upgrade that we've unlocked.
Well done, children.
By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Hey, so now we've unlocked the second world, and Aku, I would say if I'm in the middle of recording and if my capture goes wrong or something, or I didn't press the record button, then no. Sorry, I'm gonna have to not save, I'm afraid. But now that's done, we could go on to the second world, because every time you clear a world, basically these bits go away. Like the other ones we can't access because I haven't beat the second or third one yet, but still. So we could go in here and try out all these levels, but I want to go over one thing first. And that is the time relics that I mentioned in the last episode. But I'll show you which one of them is like in this episode.
Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
Oh god, did Crash seriously kill Tiny? Ah, great. But anyway, enough of that. These are the time trials. When you hit this clock, you basically got to make it to the end of a level as fast as possible. And there's tactics you can do here, actually. You can do the sliding button and jump to do this splits and all. But I prefer to do circle and square, where after doing the sliding move, you can basically do a spin, and it keeps Crash's momentum. I would say only use this one if you haven't quite got used to the crouch spin, I should call it, I guess. Because, you know, it takes a while getting used to it. There's like a timing to it and all. But trust me, if you learn how to do the sliding jump, I don't know what the heck the names are, but I'm just going to call it sliding jump and sliding spin. If you learn those two, yeah, you should be able to get through it with no problem. And my ambition is this, actually. Even though I said I was going to just do the relics as best as I can, I am not going to leave one place where it is just a sapphire relic. I'm going to go for the golds. And speaking of which, I got one right now. Sweet. So I needed to beat 49 and I got 51. Oh wait, no, sorry. I needed to beat 51 and I got 49. Okay, I'm quite cool with that. Sweet. But from the rest of it, I don't think you'd want me to see me fail continuously or be here forever, you know, watching the same thing with me trying to get the time relics. So what I'm going to be doing now is keeping the footage recording and all, but after that, I'm going to put in some music, speed up the clips, and just do post-commentary over it so that you can tell what to do if you want to get the gold or platinum relics. Well, with the platinum relics, it's probably just going to be accidental or something. Really, it's just going to be me showing you how to get the gold relics, as I find them more satisfying. Plus, they push your percentage rates to 105%. But anyway, I guess at that, how about we start speeding things up, and I will see you guys back in a bit.
Crash, Coco, if you have already retrieved a levels crystal, then you will find a floating clock when you enter for the second time. This floating clock activates time trial mode. Grab it and the clock will start ticking. Race for the end to get the best time. But beware, some elements will change.
Okay, so in the second level, Under Pressure, you know the one where you're basically swimming underwater, the technique to getting a gold relic in this is pretty simple, I'd say. All I did really was just keep mashing the square button, where you do the spin move and it gives you momentum. When you get to the fish, however, just keep tapping the circle button and keep firing your missiles to make sure that you clear things out of the way. And after that you should be good. Although you want to keep destroying the coral to get the time boxes and you should be good after that. The next level, Orient Express, the one where you're on the tiger with Coco. Pretty much, it's like Sonic Advance 2 with this one. You just hold down the circle button to run all the way to the end. But only slow down in places where if you have to jump on these jumpy bits in order to get some time boxes. that's what I did, and it paid out pretty well, so you should follow that too. The other level, Boneyard, the one basically where the dinosaur is, you could do the thing that I mentioned before, where if you use the slide button and square, you can do the slide spin, or circle and X to do the slide jump, just to give you momentum. The thing that's vital though in this is mainly getting the Aku Aku 3 times so that you can become invincible, because getting through that grass just normally is a pain. It slows you down, whereas when you're invincible, you can just cut through it straight away, so it helps out lots. If you also miss time boxes, you don't have to worry about getting them, as the dinosaur can destroy them for you. And the last one in the Warp Room run is making waves. This one pretty much just don't slow down when you're on the water bike, just keep going and then collect all the time boxes that appear. Only slow down on the bits you know where there's tight turns and corners, but other than that it's mainly just keep holding down the X button to go all the way to the end. And you can also take a hit with your Aku Aku mask if some bombs are in the way and they're going to slow you down, like you'll probably see that a bit later. Whew, that took a while. As you can see, I now have all golden relics in this world, so I don't really have to worry about that now. That's good. But what you may not realise is this. I've collected 5 relics, so that means a thing appears. Yes, when you collect 5 time relics, whether it be sapphire, platinum, or gold, this thing appears here that guides to secret levels. And how about we go to one of them actually, to see which one it is. Takes us to the back of the hub world for some reason. And here I like how in the background you can see how the enemies are made. Like you can see that, you know, they're basically going this machine and then they get put into worlds. Which is funny because I thought some of them looked similar when I first played this as a kid. But this room is basically things that require time relics. As you can see, if I go on the up ones, I require a number of time relics to do them. Some of them can be new levels, while some of them can also act as backtracking, like this golden gem here. But we'll get onto that a bit later, I guess. Possibly sometime in the future, I don't know. For now though, I have 5 relics and that's enough to try out Ski Crazed, and who's gonna take it? Coco, of course. Okay, so with this one it's pretty much the same thing, but instead it's set in the Doomsday Zone. The only difference with these, however, is that with them being set into a secret room and all that, they don't contain any crystals, so the only 2 things that you need to get in these rooms are the gems and time relics. And god, getting the gold or even platinum relic on this one is such a pain. I remember in my practice file, which I practiced just a couple of minutes ago actually, I think it's a good idea if I practice the game and then record immediately after so that I know what I'm doing. But, you know, trying to get that gold relic, considering in the time trials, where you must not make like one mistake, because I don't know if I went on about this before, but if you die, you pretty much have to go through the whole level again. There's no checkpoints or anything, sorry. You just gotta do it again, I'm afraid. Yep, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. Kind of annoying, but you get used to it in a while. I don't think I've gone on about this yet, actually, but you know those boxes that I get in the time trials? The ones with numbers represent how many seconds the time stops for. So getting the ones with 3 are very ideal, as that can kill lots of time for you, and it can help you get the golden relic. For some reason I missed that, I think. I don't know, either that or the game's glitching. I'm not sure really. You know, you gotta... What? Okay, maybe this is one where I have to nosedive. Let me try it out. Hold on. It's weird. Let's just practice this like a couple of seconds ago. Okay, I'm having lots of issues getting this one. That's kind of annoying. And I lost my Aku mask in order to do it. Some people go Woodabuga. Nah, I tend to just go Aku mask because I'm such a boring person. But, you know, it's just the way I prefer it, I guess. Also the music, very cheery. Still nowhere near as catchy as Crash 2, in my opinion. But, you know, it's something. I guess all that time and effort trying to get those golden relics is putting me off my gameplay. Honestly, I wasn't here for that long. It was around, what, like 5-6 minutes, I believe. So I haven't really been here a while. At the moment, my recorder says like 30 minutes. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption there. I thought I heard something. But anyway, let's get back to the game and hopefully not die. I also like how on that one they expect you to go back in order to get some of them. That's the thing that they're probably going to do a lot in this game later on. Backtracking, but it's nowhere near as unforgiving as, say, Crash Bandicoot 1 or Crash Bandicoot 2. This one, yeah, some backtracking, but it's only a little bit of backtracking, so you know, you don't have to worry too much about that. But still. As for the time relic, though, I could go on to the time relic right after doing this level, but I'd rather do that when I finish off the second level, so that way I can speed everything up. So basically what I'm going to do is, after clearing the second world, I'm going to show all the time relics sped up in that world, and also this one. And when I go on to the third world, I'm going to speed up all the time relics, but then, you know, go on the second one in the secret room. I don't know if that made any sense, but, you know, you'll find out later or something, I guess. Wow. God, that kind of got a bit action-paced right there, I guess. I'm not sure. Reminds me of the sections that we'll come up to later, which honestly probably won't be that long, as they're in... what is it? I think they're in the second world, I think. I don't know, I can't really remember for sure. Sorry about that, I had another interruption there. Thank you, editing, for being able to cut stuff like this out. But still, I swear that's becoming a catchphrase as well. Or it probably already has. God, you have to go really slow on that bit or else you're likely to take a hit. Well, so is this water blood? I hope not. I know this is the 90s, but still, they could get away with lots of stuff. Oh, thank God, for a second I thought I missed a box, but luckily I didn't. So that's pretty much it for like these sort of levels. You know, you can see that I don't really need to get a crystal, I've just got to get the gem. But I'll get onto the time relics side of things later, as now I need 10 and I only have 5 at the moment. So yeah, I'll have to come back to this level in a while, I guess. For now, I guess we'll start off the first level in World 2. Might as well, I have motivation. I'm not too sure how long the episode will be, but we'll find out. So in this level, basically it's the same thing except some new things are here, like the medieval stages are given a different theme. Some new things are here and everything, but still. I also like clearing these in chronological order, so I'm not going to be doing, say, like level 8, and then level 10, and then level 7, you know, I'm going to be doing all of them in order and everything. Anyways, gee whiz, let's get on with it. So here we are in Gee Whiz, you know, it's basically just a medieval level like before, with a different mood and everything. Not to mention the... oh yeah, I haven't covered this at all, have I? With Tiny, we unlocked an ability to do a body slam. Yeah, that's basically what it is. If you jump and then press the circle button, Crash can fall flat on his face, and it's ideal for breaking things, like those crates, because if we tried spinning at them, they would not work. Wow, even some of just the way the enemies die is amusing. I don't know, I'm just a bit of a weird person, okay? The body slam itself, I don't mind it, but it is incredibly underused. Let's just say it's the equivalent to being a Deku in Majora's Mask. You know, it's alright at first, but after a while you think, oh, what else can I do? Oh. At least that's what I felt, anyway. Plus on these, you ought to be very quick or else they'll turn into blocks. And, you know, that will pretty much ruin your chance of getting the gem, since you need to destroy all the boxes. Not to mention the nitros as well. Because there's usually a switch at the end of the levels, like a green one, where if you hit it, all this explosion will appear. Or, you know, you'll hear the sound of the explosion. That's basically all the nitros blow up, because for some reason the nitros count with the boxes as well. I have no idea why, but either way I'm good with it. This game definitely isn't as hard, you know, or annoying as Crash Bandicoot 1. I'm not saying Crash Bandicoot 1 was a bad game, but, you know, at times I did think, oh god, are you serious? I've got to do that again? You know? Like with the saving in Crash 1. God, it's like the equivalent of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Is it worse? Oddworld Abe's Odyssey's saving is a bit more better than Crash's, I will admit. At least it's not that heartbreaking, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just here playing Crash 3, one of my favourite games of all time, and having lots of fun. Also, for the record, the reason why I decided to do this LP is not to outsmart the Super Genius, because I know he's currently doing an LP of this as well, but honestly I had this in mind before he decided to launch the LP of Crash Bandicoot Warped. So, you know, just so those of you who know, I'm not doing this to outsmart Super Genius, nor do I think this LP is going to be nowhere near as good as Super Genius's LP is. So, you know, I'm just doing this for fun, basically. Because just some of you may find it funny how this happens to be here, just as Jake's doing his LP of it as well, I guess. I don't know, it's just I thought I'd let you guys know that. I don't know, I'm just saying weird stuff in this episode. Still. These bonus rounds, however, good god, the difficulty picks up fast. I'm surprised that I managed to figure some of this stuff out as a kid. Because, like in this particular section, you have to, like, hit this box and then bounce back like this. And you have to tilt it immediately, like, you have to press left on the D-pad quick, or the analog stick even, or else you'll fall and die. But at least when you die, the game does show you mercy by allowing you to go back into the bonus round. Did I get all the boxes? Hopefully I did. But yeah, it shows you mercy because you can go back into the bonus round if you die and try again. So, you know, you don't have to, like, restart the whole level or backtrack or anything. The only time where you can't go back into the level is where you complete it. So, if you didn't collect all the boxes, but you still went to the end, sorry. Time to reset the level and try again. Still. Let's just hope, though, that... Good. I did get all those boxes, because the boxes also count on the bonus rounds as well for some reason. Anyways, with that, we're done. Okay, so cool. We just cleared Gee Whiz, the first level in this, and there's the boss right next to Crash's head, just so those of you who know. But I'll go on that a bit later, I guess. Pelvic thrusting in the 90s. Brilliant. Can't do that anymore now, Crash, can you? Anyways, so how's our percentage? Okay, so last episode it was like 8, I believe. And from just doing all those time relics, getting a gem in there, and also starting off the first level, we've now got 19%. That's good progression. Anyways, in the next episode of Crash Bandicoot Warped, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, this is the European and Australian version after all, we will be going further by going through more of World 2 and possibly going into the secret room again. I don't know, I guess we'll just see what happens. So take care guys, and I will see you in the next episode of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped.